So, in this episode, there are certainly a lot of things that I want to go over in this that happened in this episode. And the first thing that I want to kind of tackle is that now we consider a group, kind of explore the island more. Like we see Gabimaru talk about more about the island, um, the plants that end with life, and the strange statues that we see throughout the whole island. And it's pretty much we just see their group kind of talk about what is really going on in this island. And Gabimaru, he does believe that the elixir of youth is exist on the island. But one thing that I found really interesting about that scene was that it seems like Gabimaru purposefully withhold information from the Konoichi. I forgot her name, but her purple hair, I guess. And he knew it. Like, she specifically asked, like, how do you know the elixir is here, or is this the first time you're hearing about it? And he thinks, that time that he supposedly witnessed his, I guess, the clan master, with the half the elixir of life. And we see him like get jabbed by a bunch of deadly weapons, to the head and body. And he just doesn't die. And it seems like Gabimaru purposefully withhold that portion that he did know, but instead he says, no, this is the first time I'm hearing about it. So I wonder what that all about. Maybe I wouldn't really put it out. I wouldn't really say it would be too far that Gabimaru still doesn't fully trust her, because at the end of the day she did say, pretty much the fittest survived. Pretty much the law of the jungle. The fittest survive, I guess. And maybe Gabimaru thinks that she will eventually betray him, because at the end of the day she's a Konoichi. And if you guys remember the first interaction him and her had, I believe it was last episode, it was kind of creepy what she said, like everyone's on their own in this island. And it just gives me that, oh, she's gonna end up betraying you if you give her that much information. So that might be it. But we move on, and the second thing that kind of I want to talk about was we switch over to this other samurai and their escapee. Pretty much they tried to get off the island, but they couldn't because there was a big sea monster and there was currents blocking the way, so it made it impossible for anyone to get off the island. And they said there must be one current that is fine, so only one route, so they have to find that. So they couldn't really get off the island, so they're trapped now. And at the end of the interaction, the prisoner ends up being a girl, and she says, I've decided that after this, I want to marry you. And the guy obviously is flustered, not just because of the reason that, she's butt naked right in front of him, exposing pretty much everything, but I'm guessing, for the proposal as well. I don't know what his announcement will be, what his answer will be, but I wouldn't really mind it. Looks, I would definitely ship this couple together. And then we move on to what I really want to discuss. So pretty much Gabimaru and Sagari, they have this moment of vulnerability pretty much, and you get the sense that Sagari is getting a little jealous or that she has feelings for Gabimaru. And the reason I know this is because right before she showed jealousy, he did say that he went on a speech saying, the reason I'm putting up with this and surviving is that I have to get to my partner and live with her forever, happy ending. And to that, we see Saguri get jealous of this, and obviously she tries to play it off as if, nothing really happened, but we all could see what really happened. She pretty much got feelings for Gabimaru, and I guess she's jealous from that, but it will be very interesting what will happen with Saguri and Gabimaru's relationship as we continue with the show going forward. But now moving on to the other thing, the conversation that Saguri and Genjo had, I believe, earlier before Gabimaru and Saguri, and pretty much Genjo, kept on urging her to, since you're a woman, you have to get off the silence, it's dangerous, and saying that, because you should live your life as a woman, live it in a mansion, and pretty much change your career path from a warrior and live as a woman, locked up in her house and just listening to her husband and bear children pretty much. Then I believe after Saguri had the night to think about, what Genjo said, go back to Ireland and live as a woman. I guess after that, talk with Genjo, she waited the night, and then the whole Gabimaru talk with her happened. And then the next day when she was supposed to leave, she ended up not going because she wants to pretty much still stay on the island, be a warrior. And then we get towards the end of the episode, or the finale of the episode, which was that big man that we saw. You'll see in the episode, if you saw, but the big giant, he pretty much shows up behind Genjo and kind of just one-shots him. And that's where the episode kind of ends. So I think it'll be very interesting to see what will happen next episode. We'll, from what happened to Genjo, will Saguri's group kind of show retaliation or something, how that end up, because from the looks of it, that giant kind of looks strong enough to kill a Saguri, not Saguri, but he killed his own executioner, I believe, in episode 2, I believe. But yeah, I think this episode was solid. Gave me a lot to talk about, a lot of things to think about, and overall I really enjoyed my time watching it, and I'm very excited to see what happens in the next episode. But I think I'm just gonna leave it at that. Please leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.